Okay, hello everybody, and welcome on back to some Minecraft musings in Oasis. So, oh yeah, a lot of exciting things. First off, I'm on vacation, so the next 2 days I'm gonna be plastering so many videos. Maybe, I don't know, maybe. I'm always back and forth with that. I say I will, and then it's like, do I really? Yeah, no, I do spam a lot of videos, but no, and the shorts. Finally getting into making some of the shorts, so that's kind of fun. We'll see how that goes, but. Um, Oh, and also I did do, I think I mentioned this on the last couple, but I did do a couple more of the scratch programs from this book. So I gotta do 3 more. I'm only halfway through. I thought I did more before, but there's 6 programs, and I've done 3. I've done Flappy Bird, and now I've done the cargo bay chase, which you're chasing an object. My situation is or my particular remix is or version is a, wait, what is it? Is a robot chasing a glass of water, but then I added some color change effects to the water, so it looks like some suspicious liquid. Uh, so yeah, like some like toxic sludge or something you probably don't want to be drinking. Sorry, I just got really loud there. Anyways, yeah. Oh, I'm excited to be. Not that my job is all that hard or stressful by any means. Like it is like the dream job doing IT, being a sysadmin. So junior sysadmin. And that's okay. I am totally okay with that. I get paid really well, and it's a nonprofit too. So like, I'm not like really well. Like I'm not like super wealthy or anything, but I'm comfortable, super comfortable. And also, like there's opportunity costs with the job. Like working. Well, anyways, we'll just leave it at that. Keep the separation or the segmentation of fun and stuff. But then side projects too. So I have such a lax schedule, and why I'm excited that I'm on vacation for the next couple of days is because I'm going to get a lot of work done on my projects. Now, already I've coded 2 of the Scratch programming things. Now, I can't show how I coded those on a stream because those are from a book that I bought. So you would have to go buy the book or check it out from your library or have it donated or something. So I don't know. There's legalities about that, but I'm not about to try to mess with that because I would rather err on the side of caution or err on the side of caution, whatever. Um, and just not do it. But there's plenty of stuff that I can do in there. So, like I mentioned, I got the floating chest. Um, I am figuring out ways or brainstorming ways to come up with just fun tutorials and guides for math and science for, well, basically all math. I'll try to do all math first, and then like I'm just starting off with preschool, the lowest level or the easiest level or the earliest level, because you don't want to like belittle it or anything. It's important, like grouping things, counting, being comfortable with number patterns. And it's funny because some of the stuff that I saw in my kids back when they were in preschool, um, like it actually looks like pre-calculus work. Like maybe not the preschool stuff, maybe it was more the older stuff, but still like understanding patterns. Like what's the difference or the change, the delta in between each of the numbers in a set, like a sequence of numbers. First, you want to put them in order, for ascending order from lowest to highest. And so that could be the first part. Like I could have multiple steps. I don't know. Already I'm thinking this is going to be pretty heavy. It's going to be clunky the way that I code it, but the code blocks that I would use to, let's say, just complete the task of sorting numbers in ascending order. So you can put a bunch of sprites on the screen, the numbers 0 through 10, or maybe just 1 through 10. Let's leave 0 out for now. I mean, later on, like most computer science stuff is indexed at 0, or it starts at 0, which trips a lot of people up because normally, like, we grow up counting, like, by 1. 1 is the first number. Well, 0 is like the absence of a number. So, anyways, counting. I mean, it's just as simple, and that's why I love Minecraft too. Because look at this, we're dealing with numbers all the time. Granted, it's in 64, which is hilarious because computers usually have 64-bit architecture now. They used to be 32-bit, but 32-bit software works on 64-bit as well. But it doesn't go backwards because you got because this is a bigger. Imagine like how we were talking back in the back a few episodes that variables are like shipping boxes or shipping containers, and you need the specific box for the specific data type that you're trying to put in the box. Mm. Now, the difference between 64-bit and 32-bit, if you try to stuff, it's like stuffing a kayak in a box that's meant for a longboard. I mean, or sticking a longboard in a box that's meant for a skateboard. Something that's roughly half the size. It's not going to work. It's going to overload. Like, well, it just won't work. Like they'll check it and see. I mean, I suppose you could split it. I'll bet you there's a way to split it and still make it backwards compatible, but that's a lot of work whereas if you put a 32-bit something in a 64-bit box, that's like, oh yeah, I can store this. There's just padding at the end or something. But you got to make sure there's padding because that's also how buffer overflows attack. Or well, they work. And most services and software sanitizes its data inputs. Now, if you didn't know that, now you do. You need to sanitize your data inputs for everything. Databases, I mean, that's how you get SQL injection. You need to clean it out, make sure there's no special characters in there, make sure it's not too long, because then, if you think about it, you put the padding on, then you put like an execution or like some command to do something tucked way at the end of it, kind of like a spear. It's the tip of the spear. Well, it does like a wraparound, like it fills the buffer, and then it starts like putting that command somewhere else in memory. And then you're like, oh, and it could be, I think it can be a command, or you could be storing malicious software that way, like, oh, it just thinks it's a buffer, or it can't handle this, so if it does the first buffer, clears it out, then does the next one and puts it wherever, so it's kind of a way to bypass not being able to access certain locations. So now that I taught you a little bit of red teaming there accidentally, just know that, yeah, most services look at that, and also most services report that now to people like me. Now, not me. I'm not currently doing any honeypot or monitoring projects specifically. I mean, my home one, yeah, but um, actually, I got a few government honeypots at my house. No, I'm just kidding. I probably do actually, but not like that I know of. Or do I? No, my point is if you try to do any of that nonsense, you're going to get reported. And then they're going to be like, oh, and you think that you're being slick, you could do the Tor route, or you could do all this stuff, but it still tracks it to a point. And then everything's being tracked. Like if you go into the US internet, even the dark web or whatever, there's eyes on it. I mean, and yes, the traffic is encrypted. Most of the traffic is encrypted these days. But guess who has the decryption algorithms? The government. So basically, don't do anything sketchy. Don't be doing this unless you have full, like, written permission from the owner of the system. Now, like, because that's the first thing that in my cyber class that people asked about was like, oh, can I go hack Facebook or can I go hack Google? Like, oh, what if I hack Amazon? And the first thing my professor said is like, I'm going to stop you right there. Don't. If you don't own it or if you don't have permission from the owner, and I'm not saying like just someone that happens to work at Google or even a manager at Google, you have to have like, well, okay, it could be different there. It's whoever has legal authority to authorize such a thing. I still want to say it's the owner. So you'd have to go to like the CEO, like, or the highest up mucky muck, be like, hey, can we do this pen test or this security test? And a lot of companies do. Like, there's things. I mean, what they prefer to do is bug bounties. So they'll like designate a system, like, okay, here's a database that I just want to double check and make sure that it's secure. So first off, they wouldn't have any sensitive information in it. They would have dummy information, and then they would put out an announcement to the circles of cybersecurity professional trainees, and mind you, I'm still a novice, so I might try to do a bug bounty one day. I mean, they're tough. Like the whole point of them is like, okay, we've already looked through and we think we found all the flaws, but just in case, try to edit or proofread our work, basically. Proofread the IT architect's work, the architect's work, yeah, or the software developer, or whatever the case may be. Even junior stuff. Like I develop things, not anything mission critical, but like I might develop a few websites or something. So actually, I am. I'm doing some web dev right now. It's very basic. Oh, and I should correct myself. I am not doing web dev today or tomorrow, but I am working on a couple of just basic pages. I mean, nothing critical. And I almost want to break out my old code pen, but no, I'm going to do some videos either today or tomorrow. Oh, hey, guy. Do you have... Oh, I'll take slime. What is that? Brown dye? Uh, hmm. Actually, I don't need that. Here, hang on for a second. I want to see if I can get brown dye from... Well, first off, can I get brown dye? No. Not from beetroot seeds. I was thinking possibly cocoa beans, which I have over here. I still need to finish that gigantic tree. I'm not too worried about it though. I got some other things in the works. Like I was thinking, putting all the. Actually, can I just make it here? Yes. Okay. I've got plenty of brown dye. All right. So you have lost your usefulness, Mr. Sir. It's time to choose violence. Where'd he go? There he is. Oh wait, anything else though? Can get those. Can get that. I don't even know what to use with these. Like, yeah, I'll get them. Why not? And I want to say do this, but we do have tropical fish just right off our coast. So yep. But that's useful if you don't happen to have a nice coral area right here. Yeah. So tropical fish should spawn naturally. So if we go swimming enough, actually let's go get some ink. Yeah. See, these are tropical fish, and these are tropical fish. And same as that one. That one's the same. There. We just saw that one just appear. Let's get some air. There's some. Ooh, and there's so many different types. I want to say during one of the opening scenes when this thing was loading, they said something like there's like thousands, like over 1,000 types of fish just in this game. I think it's even more than that, but that's like a cautious answer. I would say conservative, but I feel like that's been kind of butchered. And we'll try not to get political in these videos. Try not to. Operative word. Let's see, is that 3 from both of them? I don't know, I can't really see anything that falling. That is so cool though. I love coral. And I do buy the coral off of the let's just go get this one. Off of the wandering traders, but I don't like them trampling my crops. And actually that one probably wouldn't have done anything cuz like here the way that my farm's set up, I don't think, or my gardens, I don't think there's any danger to them, but it's super annoying when I have like rows of pumpkins and melons, and then when they have llamas. I guess I could have just let him be there, but then without him despawning, oh, the llamas went somewhere. Hey, are they down in here? No. But yeah, they trample the pumpkins and the melons, and yes, it's only a couple, but still, it's annoying. And then you know, your farm just became less efficient by accident. It's not like they're out there maliciously stomping crops, but you know, it happens. If a car crash happens, no one intended for it to happen, but it still happens. So how do you prevent that? Well, since they're just digital avatars and they're not real people with real souls or real, and I don't even know if souls exist, but I'm saying erring on the side of caution, I do choose violence with a digital creature. I don't get enjoyment out of it. I feel like they really do spy on you or like record if you kill dolphins, because like that's one of the things in the tips is like don't kill dolphins, you monster, or something like that. So I feel like people will kill a dolphin just to see, and I wouldn't doubt it if I have. But I mean, I don't go out there like, ooh yeah, let's kill a dolphin. Or I don't really get enjoyment out of killing any of these things. And if you do, you might want to talk to somebody. Just be like, hey, why am I so angry like this? Or what in my life is causing me to get enjoyment out of other people's suffering? Like, because that's what it is, and it's a very human trait. Like, don't worry, you're, you know, like watching that show Dexter, and I loved that show back when I was drinking. But then when I stopped drinking, it stopped becoming appealing, so that was kind of interesting. Same with the Saw movies. I mean, it's still interesting, like how somebody could become a serial killer, but I think everybody's kind of a little fascinated or concerned. I mean, that might be a better word. Or like, how do I avoid this? Or how do I know? Like, you know, self-preservation. But, and I like to think that that's fading away because we've got a lot more tools in our toolbox to fix things like that. Human behavior and psychological, I mean, issues is kind of a strong word, but problems, problem solving. And that's easy to say because anyone who studies computer science, most of your textbooks say problem solving with Java or problem solving with C++ or problem, like you solve problems all day. You handle problems. You handle it. Like, it's funny. But anywho, yeah, slime all day because that can get, without turning it out of peaceful mode, because I could get that from slime blocks that jump around. And actually, I could dig out a gigantic spot underground for slime to spawn whenever I need slime. Like if I'm doing sticky piston work, like making a concealed door, which I really want to figure out how to do, like just randomly. Like I can do it when I look it up. Mm. Yeah, 'cause see if you did like this. Sorry, I got that drift. Drifting like Tokyo. All right. So we got redstone torches, we need sticky pistons. Oh, we need quartz crystals. I don't think we have any of that. We got glowstone. Where did I put those? Oh wait, no, is that what this is? Block of quartz. There we go. Sweet, I do. Let's get some. Can I reverse? Oh no. I can't go backwards. Ah, that stinks. Um, yeah, and I remember I turned them all into blocks. Uh, wait. What if I break them? Oh, no. No. Well, so, sorry, a little backstory. I think you need quartz crystals. Wait, what? To make pistons. And you need pistons to make sticky pistons. But let's just double check that. I mean, first, I know you need... where would I have trash? Basically, cobblestone. There we go. Not really trash, but the most basic and, like, under-needed, undervaluable. Oh, we can make droppers. But I want to make... Ooh, cool. We just need wood and iron. Never mind. And slime to make it sticky. So, with that sticky icky. Kind of cracks me up. Like, oh wait. Iron. Just one. And let us make... Oh, we need wood. Oops. Of all the places it could have landed on, I got the planks. Okay. There we go. Got that. And now I want all 7 to be sticky. Okay. Actually, let's say, well, whatever. We'll make it 6. Okay. So, where should we put this little experiment? Where? Oh, where? I mean, we have our orchard right there, which is kind of claustrophobic there, but let's see. We have our farms. We have like a nice little water there. Um, now let's go on this other side. Or, ooh, I got it. First, let's get some sand, because we could always use sand. And try to bevel it so it looks kind of more natural. Okay. It's getting a little carried away there. But, okay, so I can get out. Hmm. There. Just so I can kind of like not fall into my doom. Get all the sand. Then we'll just make a door. Or start experimenting, because it's just a matter of understanding the redstone and circuitry, which is funny because I did study circuitry a little bit and gate logic and all that for computer science, but mm, and really state machines. Now that was a bit trickier. Also, we'll use some of that trash as like blocks. So wait, there we go. So there's that. We need 2 spots in between. So, wait, no. Because they extend, so there will be a block here, and it'll extend there. So we need 2 blocks. Oops. See, already this is becoming quite the process. And I was like just thinking to myself, well, at least it's a ways away from our other. I mean, I guess it still is, but okay. So, so there will be a block here. In fact, we can even just do that. And this is the opening. So then there would be another block here. There. So then, there we go. Has to be on the same level, and it has to be on an adjacent block to the piston. Now, most people, like, you could do it behind, to the side. I mean, I figure behind it is probably easier to hide. But, I mean, actually, no, as I say that, you could do this. You know what I'm saying? And then, so anyways, the point is to, and that's only 2 high. If you made it 3 high, which we can do, and should do, sorry, I am drinking soda, and I usually don't drink soda even. And I stopped drinking booze 4 years ago on New Year's. Not that I'm white knuckling it or counting it. I really don't miss it. It is so nice. Never being hungover. And I'm not just saying not being hungover today. I'm saying never being hungover. Oh, never having to worry about anything like that. What did I do when I was out and about? Like no, no shenanigans. Also, ooh, how did this? I like it. I mean, and also that's a dangerous death trap. Should probably put some more water here. Actually, I could. As simple as 1, 2, 3. Oh, that did not work. Why doesn't that work? Why doesn't it flow? Oh well. Oh yeah, and then, as I'm saying, let's just go away from the death trap. So, circuits and such. So we'll have to, oops, kind of dig around it so we can kind of see what we're doing. Now it's like we're electricians. We're gonna shore this up. Okay, now that we, and these blocks are actually not necessary now. Now that we've placed the pistons, we don't need the support blocks behind them. In fact, it's probably a better idea not to have support blocks behind them so you could run redstone. Now see, that also works. And I think it has to be not diagonal, but again, adjacent. So now that works. But then how do you get all the way up there? Oh. I need some planks. I want to see if that's the case. I don't think it is though, but if that's the case, I think we're going to be in a much oh. Even if not, we'll figure it out. Get some planks. And then whatever we do for the one side, we got to duplicate and double it, put it on the other side. What I was thinking is like, yeah, if we could do that. No, you cannot. The redstone dust occupies. Ooh, wait a minute. Okay, so that's allowed. So the dust can climb up, and that's not affected. Ah, good to know, good to know. So that's all of them. Now, okay, so that was the easy part, getting them to do that. Now to do like an actual trigger. So like as you're walking towards it and you step on some, I'm gonna need some of those too. We're gonna need some what are they? Pressure plates. We'll just do spruce. And we'll need 4. Come on, come on. Ah, it keeps bouncing around. And let's get a barrel too. I love barrels. So we can store this stuff next to the construction area. Or the experiment area. Alright, so let's see. So I'm here. And this is the hallway that I'm going to be building. Because eventually this is going to be a nice little like secret laboratory or something. Or I'm going to use this as a proof of concept and then I can replicate this. Give me that sand. I want that glass. Not like Breaking Bad glass. Never done that. And you should never either. But if you do, it's not the end of the world. Just stop doing it and go do something else with your life. No. I don't know. It's easier said than done, a lot of that stuff. We won't go into it too much because this is Minecraft, and kiddos might stumble across this. And I mean, in 5th grade, you'll learn about stuff, so substances that could be potentially abused. The worst of which is alcohol. I will just say that. Of all my years on this planet, alcohol has been the most dangerous from what I've seen. Seriously. Like, it is. It's just the most deaths, most... Anyways, enough of that depressing stuff. Let's go and put this barrel somewhere. Somewhere a little bit far away so I'm not worried about... There. So once I'm done, I can put all the... In fact, I can go ahead and... put all this stuff in there. Okay, so... So now I have a tunnel that goes somewhere. Nowhere, but that's somewhere, I guess. If you want to get Seussish about it. Okay. That's something I'd like to do. Like, I want to be able to read Dr. Seuss on a YouTube channel. I think that would be really fun. And I think it'd be beneficial for kiddos, but I would need to look up how to contact who has the copyrights to it and if they would permit me to. They might, you never know. I mean, but I know I was watching one person. Oh jeez. This stone is very fragile, and it is in real life too. Sedimentary stones. Anyways, where was I going with that? Oh yeah, I was watching a YouTuber that said just that. Like he couldn't read a bunch of like he did a reading channel, and you know, similar thing. Someone who got excited about reading to people, the kids specifically, because I feel like that's why we have the learning gaps that we do. It's not that parents don't want to read to their kids. It's just they might not have the time to. They might not know how to really. I mean, it's awkward, like raising kids and stuff, especially for dads too, because it's like, let's see, how far away do I want to be? Here, here, and as I go, then it should open. So I wonder if it's as simple as just putting the redstone there. I don't think it is. I think we have to do like a repeater or a something. So yeah, by doing that, it doesn't double negate it. So I need to make repeaters and stuff, and for that, I believe we're gonna need. Oh, there's the alarm. So that's this episode, or well, it should be closer to. Yeah, we got like a minute to wrap it up. But yeah, so that's a good start. So we've actually learned something. That's something new. I didn't know that you could do that with slabs, which I guess it makes well. So you can't do that with a solid block. I don't think. Actually, let's go ahead and test that. Yep, that breaks it. So I even saw it like that. So okay, so now we've learned something. Let's go ahead and put that back because that was pretty cool. And we might have to rearrange that as well. So, but we have 2 places that we can adjust it. So already we now know how to power. Oops, I need the redstone dust on that. There we go. So now we can power, and that's actually pretty good. That's better than I've done before. So we can power that on. So ta-ta for now. I will see you in the next one. So long.